What's up everybody, welcome back to my laboratory where safety is number one priority, and for today's video I got a bunch of tomato gadgets. Most of them are tomato slicer, regular tomatoes and the cherry tomatoes like this. So let's see what they do. For the first gadget I got here a little tomato slicer, looks like a clam. Let's see how it works. Pretty much will fit any size of tomato, and this one would slice up, especially for the sandwiches or burgers, easily. Let's see. I love this knife actually. Slicing it up pretty easily like it's butter. Wow. So far I like it. In my opinion might be a little bit too thick of slices, but let's find out. There you go. And now boom, there you go. You have this pretty good slices actually. Not too thin, not too thick, but for my liking it might be a little bit too thick. But anyways, a really good idea, and I really love the knife. Definitely slice the tomatoes easily. So there you go, that was my first gadget and I love it actually. Let's see if the different slicer can actually beat that and make the slicer a little thinner. Well, I got one of these. So we got our tomato. What we're going to do is pull this out and stab it through into the tomato. Boom, like that. Not all the way because we want to put the knife to it like this. We're gonna use the same knife the other gadget gave it to us pretty much. But what do you think? Is this tomato slicers a little thinner? I think so, honestly. But my question is, will they stay together or will they fall apart? So far, I love it. But I do love the knife as well. Oh, some slices have fall apart on this side. Maybe it was my fault, but oh well, that's my experience with this tomato slicer. And check this out, these slices are actually much thinner, and I'm actually very happy with these slices. Look how thin that is, I can't believe it. And most of them stays together, love it. Look how thin that is. So honestly, huge thumbs up for this gadget, but you will need a pretty small knife. Okay, cleanup crew, both of those gadgets makes a little bit of a mess. So you probably would want to do it over the plate or cutting board, whatever that easy to clean up. For the next tomato slicer, you don't even need a knife. So that's pretty intriguing. Let's find out how it works. There's blades. Okay, so we'll need a tomato. And we're going to put the tomato like this. Wow, perfect fit. And then we're going to stick this flaps into these sides and go all the way through. What just happened? I can't believe it. Did I just broke it? It didn't really cut the tomato except it squished it. Look how much juice have come out. And all the blades have came off. Yep. Wow, that was a disappointment. And look at this tomato. It got squished instead of got cut. Wow, I was really excited about this tomato slicer. Instead, I just got a big mess. I guess I can try to put it back together. I was hoping it's not gonna make a big mess because a little bit of a juice, it would stay here and I can just wash it off a sink. Great idea, but the quality definitely did not exceed the expectations. So that's your quality right here. Quality is very important, as you can see. If it's cheaply made, it's just waste of money sometimes. Might as well pay a little extra for quality, then it's going to last you a little longer. I couldn't even cut one tomato, it already fell apart. Honestly, this plastic piece, I think it completely broke off. I think it used to be glued in together, so I don't think I can even use it anymore. Oh well, I don't think it's usable, but let's try this one more time anyways. I'm gonna try to hold all the blades. Nope, it's just falling out. I'm not even gonna waste a tomato because these blades keep falling out. Okay, this tomato slicer pretty much similar, but it looks like it's all made from metal. So once again, talking about quality versus just being cheap and quick. So as you can see, this one is really similar to this one, but it's all metal. All the blades are metal. But this one is a little bit more unique because the flaps goes through so quickly so it cannot turn. So it was a better idea than this one, but because of the quality, it's so cheap as plastic, it fell apart and it failed. Well, hopefully this one actually will work very well. We'll set a tomato and let's see what happens. I don't know what's on with my tomatoes, but right now it pretty much made what is that called? Tomato juice, because look, it just tore it apart. I don't know, unless you like squish tomato slices. Fail. Okay, these tomatoes are a little bit softer. Let's see if it's going to work better. I don't even know how to. I guess I would have to kinda grind it like this first of all. I don't know. It's squishing it instead of cutting it once again. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm kinda disappointed. You got this squished tomato slices. It's not going to work. I don't want that on my sandwich. Look at that. It does not look appetizing. So yeah guys, the quality is there, but I guess the whole idea has just failed because it's not working for me. This is the tomatoes I like to use, and it does not work with these gadgets. Oh well. Well guys, I'm gonna give this slicer a shot because I have to slice tomatoes all the time for sandwiches, burgers, anything like that. This one looks the most promising. So let's see how to open it. Okay, this is lock, and then if you wanna unlock it, pull it like this, and that way you can slice stuff up. They advertise you can slice pretty much anything. Mushrooms, strawberries, that white cheese, but you can slice multiple stuff, not just tomatoes. But anyways, let's put that to the test with tomatoes. Okay, I got here tomato. I'm worried it's not gonna fit, but we'll find out. So once again, man, I don't know what's on with these tomatoes, but look at them. They're just getting squished. That's not good. Okay, let's start to put cherry tomatoes. Will it work with the cherry tomatoes? Kind of, but again, it's all squished up. I don't know. There's a better way to do it. And look how much it sprays and make a mess, and you can see these slices are all squished. Yeah, it probably will work better with mushrooms or strawberries. I'll give this one more shot. But first of all, they don't even fit these tomatoes, so maybe you gotta start it a little bit. Nope. Again, it's just squishing it, look at that. When I'm trying to cut it, that's it. It cuts through, but then maybe the tomato is too big or something and got stuck. I don't know. It probably only works with the small tomatoes. This is not even a big tomato, it's a medium tomato. I really like this slicer, great idea, but it does not work with tomatoes that well, because it's just squishing it. For the next gadget, I got here cherry tomato slicer. Also, you can slice the grape if you wish so. I slice cherry tomatoes all the time for the salad, and honestly, I like using this one a lot. So let's see how it works. So first of all, this is what it looks like. You put the cherry tomatoes in here. So let's get a whole bunch. They're pretty decent size. Can fit in there, no problem. So let's see how many can we fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cherry tomatoes at the time. And then you slice through, and guess what? It didn't squish anything. It didn't make a mess, and all your tomatoes sliced in half, pretty much exact. And it was no mess, look at that. If I pick them up, no mess almost. All those other gadgets have made such a big mess, especially this one when I was trying to slice up cherry tomatoes. And it works with the smaller cherry tomatoes as well, not just bigger ones. So you stick them in there, it's gonna fit about 7, 8 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you get your knife. I love the way this gadget works. And it's just gonna slice through them. Boom. and all your tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, in half. How cool is that? So that makes it really easy to slice up your cherry tomatoes. Also, there's another cherry tomato slicer and other things of slicer. As you can see, blueberry, grapes, and olives. Whole bunch of different things you can slice up. Let's see how it works. I never used this one before, so it's pretty new. Hopefully it works well. We're going to try the small tomatoes. I like how there's little dents, so that way tomatoes can go inside there. And the benefit about this tomato slicer, you can do way more than 7, a lot more than 7. As you can see, we have a whole mini plate, and then we're going to cover it up. I wish I had a bigger knife. I forgot to grab a knife with me, but what you do is just go all the way around like this. But the idea of it, you have to have a blade bigger than a plate, so that way you cut it one time too, and all your tomatoes are sliced up in half. So that's pretty awesome. Even with a small knife it worked. Check this out. But yeah, if you had a big knife, it's even easier. Oh yeah, looks like I have another gadget for a big tomato slicer. We got here big tomato, and let's see how it works. So if you look closer at these blades, it's like mini saws. So I would assume I'd have to go like this without cutting my fingers. Wow, that's actually pretty satisfying how it's going to. Okay, I probably have to hold it from this side now. Success. Kind of. Yes, success. All sliced up at once. Pretty good, decent size pieces. Love it. I did not think it would work, but it did. Let me try this again to make sure. It's actually very satisfying too. Wow, if you actually practice and know what you're doing, look at that. Doesn't even cut me that much. Look at that. Boom. Love it. It's actually not very sharp at all. But again, be very careful. Did make a little bit of a mess, but still an awesome gadget for sure. Well guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in comments below which tomato slicer was your favorite. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.